Bodybuilding with a purpose. We are building our bodies, minds, and spirit to achieve a level of holistic growth. It's not about aesthetics and looking good. That's just a byproduct of the intrinsic attention we give ourselves, overcoming all challenges in pursuit of our greatest desire. Bodybuilding with a purpose. All the way around, right? Switching the roles, like you as a coach being able to trust your own clients, right? Your own athletes, that I'm trusting them, they're doing what I send them to do. How is that important to you? You trusting them.
Uh, well, that it goes back to like the screening process, right? I make
Mm.
sure, especially if some of my guys are sponsored, right? So that means that I pay for their show, I pay for their tanning, I pay for their hotel. Um, but at one point, they weren't sponsored. So what my deal is, if you hire me as your coach and you win overall, you get your pro card, then I'll offer you a partial sponsorship. Then if you win again, then I offer you a full ride. So there's little deals that I make because I want, now you got to remember, you want your team to be stacked. I
Yes,
have,
yes,
and we go to these shows, just like you said, you see Jim there, you see me there. You know that we're not coming with the average competitor. We're coming with one of the
yes,
winners. One of three of us, for the most part, from what I've seen, is going to win the show. And then you'll have
yes,
those guys
yes,
come in. We'll see guys come in randomly and kind of they'll have an athlete and we're like, oh, who's that new guy? And we say hi and all that, and they'll win. We'll have that every now and then, but for the most part, one or three of us is coming. Then okay, the first thing I do is like I already messaged Jim. I'm like, hey, you got any guys doing next weekend? Or same thing, like I'll get other guys asking me like, you have any guys coming up this next show? And
yes, yes,
so there's that. I love the competitiveness about that. But the
yes.
trust on it goes back to I've already kind of talked to them. You can kind of hear it on the first time I either meet with them in person if they're local or if I'm on
Mm-hmm.
the phone with them.
Yeah.
As a coach doing this so long and as an athlete and as a competitor and everything I do, I'll compete with you. Like if me and you are
Yes.
here drinking water, I'm gonna be like, I bet you I finished mine first. And
Oh,
I
yes.
my whole life I
Okay.
try, yeah, my
Yes.
whole life is a competition. It drives me.
Yes.
So as a competitor at nature like that, I feel like when I conversate with anybody, I know I can trust them for the most part. I've been wrong,
Mm.
maybe I can count on two fingers how many times I've been wrong about an athlete.
Yes.
But they just have a different tone, a different charisma to them, guy or girl. I can hear it in the voice almost like, okay, I can trust this person. If I say jump, they're going to say how high and how many times. And once I
Mm.
get that connection, I know I can trust them. But also, they have to send me a picture of every single meal every day. And they'll be like, Coach, it's the same meal. And I'm like, you better keep sending them. And if I've never ran into an issue where they'll send a picture of they've already sent me before, but I study the pictures. Don't think I just look and then look away. Like I'll look to
Yeah.
see like, wait, and my mind is so photographic like memory that I'll know if you sent me a duplicate picture for the most part. I'll
Yes.
get
Yes.
competitors that will mess with me and send me the same picture just to see if I'm looking and they're people I already trust. So I won't even look. It's not that I don't believe you're eating the food that I make you send me a picture every day because I do this with my online clients and personal training clients as well.
Mm-hmm.
I do it to get you to strengthen that discipline because now I just added another thing to do on your discipline plate. So if I
Yes.
add it to your discipline plate, you're just gonna be like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and it makes you like a snap of a finger. Okay, send my picture, send my picture. Now the hard part's over of getting your meal ready, and now it's just okay. I gotta send a picture.
Yes.
Um, so yeah, the trust part is I feel like it's the initial conversations I have with them
Mm-hmm.
that you have to, just like in a relationship with a significant other or a friendship, you get that bond or connection right away, and it's almost like you have to trust them for this to work out. So just
Yes.
like they trust me, I have to trust them.
Yes, yes, no, you're absolutely right. Just as they trust you, you have to trust them. And as you were describing your competitive nature, right, it reminds me of Sire because that is who Sire is. The same thing. He played basketball too, so maybe one day we'll have to bring
Oh,
both
let's
of you
do
out
it.
of
I'll be
retirement.
I'll I only do $500 games. So if he's
Oh,
gonna play me
oh,
one on one, I only do 500, nothing
oh.
less.
Listen, you
And if he
started
wants,
this.
if he wants to go in the parking lot and do a sprint too, we can do a 50-yard sprint. Whatever you guys, rock paper scissors, let's go.
Wow, wow. I love that. I love that. But like you said, right, having that competitive nature in you and then having that initial conversation, then it builds that trust moving forward, right? And that
Yeah,
definitely speaks volumes to the type of athlete you have, right? And then, as we're rounding this up, one of the questions I have is as a coach, right? Just being able to watch the growth of your athletes from the very first day, be it the ones that are competing or the ones that just want fitness, training, nutrition, just watching their growth, how, like, what does that even mean to you? Like, how does that contribute to your coaching tools?
so, I mean, I'm grateful enough to be able to do what I do, right?
Yes.
I same thing like you. I change people's lives, right? And whether it's a competitor that transforms, right,
Mm-hmm.
and wins a show, to a client that just wants to lose 100 pounds and they lose 100 pounds, um, that's all great, right? That's the cherry on top. You win first place, you lost 100 pounds. Um, but I think it's the journey that they learn to do finally and figure out, the recipe to win a show, the recipe to lose 100 pounds. And it's those texts that do it for me, right? It's,
Yes.
coach, I'm sleeping better. My life's
Mm.
better. My job's better. I
Yes.
went to the doctors and my blood came back. I don't have to take medication anymore.
Yes.
Or hey, coach, I work the graveyard shift. I have one competitor right now, crazy. He's competing next weekend. His name's Ravi. He works graveyard, and he I asked him, hey, how you doing on your water load? Because they're loading up water right now. I do my peak week a little bit different than others, but
Yes.
they're loading up water right now. So I asked my guys, where are you at on the gallon count? Because they got to slam down a little more than 3 gallons of water in one day.
Wow.
So yeah, so if you don't have at least two done by like 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, you're fucked. You're gonna be peeing all night. And
Yes.
I forgot that he works graveyard on the second half of the week, I believe. And he's like, "Oh, coach, I got off work at 5 a.m. I just woke up." This was like at little before we came on this video. I checked on my athletes,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "Oh man, he's got to slam down from 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. to midnight. He's got to slam 3 gallons of water." So it's tough. It's
Yes.
yeah, it's definitely tough, but
Yes.
it's him completing the, like I said, he gets off work, knocks out his cardio after like a 10 or 12 hour shift at 5 in the
Wow.
morning.
Wow.
Like, so when they're sending me these things, I'm like, it makes me real, it as messed up as it sounds, right? You did a 10,
Mm-hmm.
12 hour shift, you got off at 5, you did your hour of cardio, your first round, because he's got to do another round later in the day.
Yes.
And to me, it's like, I tell him that, like, basically he's a soldier. Like, he's one of my toughest soldiers. Like, and
Mm.
that alone, me seeing somebody do that, whether it's average transformation, a weight loss, you know what I mean, or a
Yes.
competition,
Yes.
winning the championship or winning a pro card. To me, it's those Texas and those small victories that are so huge. Yeah, so what? He did cardio after work. He had to do it. No, no, like to dig that deep, man, that
Mm-hmm.
to me inspires me. So when I get
Yes.
inspired, that's what makes me proud of what I do and love what I do. And it's a little Texas, like I said. I'll get a call or a text, a coach. The small wins, not the transformation, the cherry on top, or
Yes.
the first place. Like, he's probably gonna win first place. Like, he's gonna do great. He's gonna do
Yes.
great. But
Yes.
it's not even about that. The wins already happened. Me being able to witness the journey, oh man,
Yes.
it never gets old. It never gets old.
Yes.
No
Yes.
matter what the journey is, it never gets old.
Yes, yes, I can 100% relate with that. Sometimes you have to remind the athletes themselves, like, hey, chap, like, this is where you started from, this is where you are, and the journey, like you said, it never gets old. To this day, is
Never,
just beautiful. It's
never.
beautiful. It's beautiful to realize that, right? So, but thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for everything. And for those that are watching this and listening, if you don't know, Coach Manning, he invited us to his facility, his private training facility in Santa Ana last weekend, and we had an amazing time working out, posing, and everything, right? And for those that want to get in contact with you, just let us know how can they, or what are the services you provide for your gym, and how can they get in contact with you.
Yeah, no, you can definitely DM me on Instagram. We're actually going to be having another event next month. So I'm definitely welcoming you guys. So it's not our official grand opening, but it's going to be next month is Depression Awareness Month.
Mm,
And so we're going to host an event for mental health because T3 training to the third dimension is
yes.
nutritionally, physically, and mentally. My partner Alex had came up with the name, and I loved it. And mental health doesn't get enough enough, I would say, enough attention when it comes to the fitness world, right? When in all
Yes.
reality, to do a show or to lose weight, you have to mentally be tough. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
So we're going to host an event. I believe it's going to be the 21st of October. We haven't decided an actual date, but it's going to be on a Saturday. I'll
Okay.
definitely be posting it in the beginning of the month. But yeah, we're located in Santa Ana. And if you need any information on gym memberships, we have gym memberships, we have private training packages, and our gym's actually a private gym. So we will cut off the memberships after a certain amount because we don't want to be, even though our gym's pretty huge, it's about 16,000 square foot. We don't want
Yes.
to be one of those gyms that at 5 o'clock you show up and it's a nightmare. That's what we don't want to. That's what we don't
Mm,
want. So we
yes.
do. It's more of a private gym. Um, we have sooner we're going to have a barbershop on site, an actual barbershop
Mm,
subleasing out of there. We're going to have a
yes.
half court basketball court as well inside the facility. And
Okay.
then we just hired two physical therapists as well. Oh, you've seen them.
Yes.
They were actually at the last event.
Yes,
So
they
they'll
were
actually
there.
be, yeah, they'll actually be in our facility. Two great
Nice.
guys. They do sports
Yes.
massage and physical massage. And then we're slowly building out our cafe. So we want our gym to have
Nice.
a one-stop shop. We
One
already
stop
got meal
shop.
preps. We want if you want to get a coffee or a protein shake or watch one of our 80-inch TVs, we got all the channels. And if you want to get a workout in and then hang out after, or even get a haircut or work on an injury with one of our therapists, or shoot around half court basketball,
Yes.
um, we want to make it like a one-stop shop. And
Yes.
our culture is we're slowly building it to an amazing culture. We priced out our memberships a certain way to where we want you to be able to come to a network. We our whole vision, me and my partner, is we want everybody that's there to be goal oriented and be able
Mm,
to network with each other as well. It's not just a gym where you come in, get your
yes.
workout in. Try not to say hi to anybody. Don't
Yes.
get me wrong, you come and do that as well, but I guarantee you can make either a friendship, a business relationship, or both.
Mm-hmm.
You could just do nothing but gain from our gym. Besides making the actual muscle gains, you can make
Yes.
great relationships for yourself and your business, and that's kind of the vision behind us and what we're trying to do.
Wow, thank you very much for that.
Yeah.
As you're saying it, I'll tell you this, especially the basketball court. I'm gonna ref the game between you and Saya. We just
Oh
have to
yeah.
decide when.
And and tell him I won't post up on him. That I
Oh.
won't do that to him. I won't do that to him. I'll 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 play like I'm 5'5" because I'm
Oh,
telling you I'm too fast and I'm too
yes.
strong and I jump too. I
Oh,
could as of like 2 years ago I could still dunk. I haven't tried lately because I
yes.
don't want to get hurt, but believe it or not, I
Yes.
can dunk. So
Okay, listen, I look forward to that. I'll tell you this, Sai is someone that loves the competition, so I love this. But
I
it's
love it. I
so good
love it.
to know that your gym is a one stop shop. Like we said, bodybuilding with a purpose, and yours is gym with a purpose, and I love that. I love that.
Definitely,
So
definitely.
yes,
And
thank you very much.
you guys will be in Vegas.
Oh yes, we'll be there. We'll be there. We'll have four athletes competing in that. Actually, yeah, five athletes competing in that. Yeah, we'll have five of them competing in
And
that. So,
what are they competing in? What do we
oh, we
got?
Oh yeah, we'll have two that are doing classic, open like
Okay.
amateur, and then we'll have one pro classic and pro men's physique, and then one she's doing figure and angels. Yeah, she's doing two
Okay.
categories, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I got I got one pro men's physique, one pro sports model,
ooh,
one classic physique amateur, one
yes,
men's physique amateur, and then one men's physique masters, 40,
nice,
40 and above.
oh nice, nice,
So
oh.
hopefully we get some pro cards. Yeah, so we're excited. I'll definitely see you guys in Vegas.
Oh yes, we will
Um,
see you. We will see you. There's gonna be one big powerhouse right there. I'll tell you that. I'm
oh
already
yeah,
excited for the energy, and this is what
I
this is
remember
all
last
about.
year's show. I remember last year's show when I was judging it, and you guys were they had to tell you guys to shut up on the
Yeah.
microphone. I was like, man,
Yes,
that was
yes.
when I had I'd already seen you guys, but that show I remember you guys were extra loud, and I was like, do they live in Vegas? Like, because it was like I don't know how many of you
There's a
guys,
lot
like
of
20 or
us. No,
30, and I was like, man.
no.
But
Yes,
no,
yes.
definitely excited for it. We'll actually be handing out another check, another $300 check. My
Oh,
gym T3
nice.
will be, yeah, me and Alex are going to hand out a check um, to who knows. We usually pick random athletes.
Yes,
We either like, for example, we give it out to one of the youngest athletes, which was you guys had at the time.
yes, Braylon.
Um,
Yes.
so we gave it out to I don't want to say oldest, but I'll say the most wise athlete one of the times, and
Mm-hmm.
then one of them we gave it out to a cancer survivor one of the
Yes,
times.
yes, yes. I seen
So
that.
we'll see this time what we decide to give it out to definitely.
Okay, yes, no, that is beautiful, and that is why again this relationship is here, and while we're here, what you guys do is more than just the physical aspect of it, right? Bringing, making the sport of natural bodybuilding more fun, more popular, but not just that, the purpose behind it, right? Especially with
Yeah,
the check encouraging young athletes. Braylon is 15 years old, doing amazing things, about to do two shows that day. So, and everyone else, but putting a purpose behind bodybuilding, behind
yeah.
gymming, behind relationship. And this is what everything is all about. So thank you very much for that.
No, yeah, definitely, definitely. Well, it's been a
Yes.
pleasure, bro. I appreciate you, and we'll have to do it again soon.
Absolutely. We'll be back for part two. Thank you very much for watching that video. In order for us to keep providing content like this, just go ahead and click on that subscribe button and you get notifications whenever we release new content. Thank you very much.